Millions of people consume productivity podcasts and complex digital calendars. This massive intake of data rarely translates into action, leaving the vast majority paralyzed. The most frequent explanation for this paralysis is a simple phrase: "I just don't know what I want to do." Special Forces operators view this as a comfortable lie. They believe you know exactly what you want, but you are avoiding the brutal, unglamorous friction required to take it. Entering the top 1% requires abandoning the soft, intellectualized coping mechanisms that crumble under real-world pressure. Colonel Shivender Kanwar spent 20 years in India's Special Forces. He has no interest in conventional self-improvement. His philosophy relies on an unsentimental, borderline ruthless psychological approach, one that most people are deeply uncomfortable applying to their own lives. To understand how a true operator functions, we must systematically strip away the most popular myths sold by the self-help industry. Traditional advice centers on finding one true calling and holding on to it with deep emotional attachment. Kanwar's initial goal was playing for India's national cricket team on the world stage. When equipment costs and economic reality made that path unviable, he dropped the dream without hesitation and joined the military. Inside the Army, standard logistics didn't satisfy his drive for combat. He ignored family objections and shifted his entire focus to joining the Special Forces. Elite operators do not waste time grieving dead goals. They detach, identify a new target, and attack it immediately. Waiting for a spark of motivation to tackle a punishing task is a guaranteed path to failure. As a cadet preparing for selection, Kanwar built a routine of waking up at 2:30 in the morning to run 10 kilometers with a heavy rucksack. This gave him a 2-hour head start over the standard cadets, building a physical and mental threshold they could never match. While his classmates spent their evenings watching movies and chatting in the barracks, he was at the rope course, pushing through a second workout before forcing himself to sleep by 9 p.m. Relentless, emotionless discipline transforms an ordinary person into a killing machine. Popular culture suggests that fear should be managed through deep breathing or positive affirmations. Standing at the open ramp of a military transport plane, intellectualizing your anxiety is a physical liability. During his first jump, Kanwar realized his unit shared the aircraft with young NCC girl cadets excited to drop into the sky. He used the potential shame of hesitating while teenagers stepped out of the plane to instantly bypass his own anxiety. Elite operators bypass the negotiation with fear, using environmental pressure and immediate action to obliterate it. Extreme success carries a hidden invoice that must eventually be paid. Kanwar admits his career cost him 0 work-life balance, 0 close friend circles, and total isolation from his family. Maintaining this drive requires living in a state of continuous, slow-burning internal torment. Do not adopt this mindset if you expect a comfortable, universally liked life. Kanwar's philosophy distills down to a single observation about the tools of his trade. A parade rifle is highly polished, designed for ceremonial pageantry and saluting generals. A combat weapon is built solely to fire at militants. It is chaotic in action and useless in a ceremony. You cannot hold the comfortable pageantry of the 99% while demanding the effectiveness of the 1%. Decide which weapon you want to be.